One of the Eagles wide receivers proclaims himself the fastest player in the NFL, but could it really translate to the field? Do the Eagles have a hidden gem sitting on the bench? What is going on, everybody? Welcome into A to Z Philly, your number one home for Eagles coverage. Hit the like button if you enjoy the content, and as always, be sure to subscribe and also ring that bell down below. That way you don't miss any of the coverage. RB back with a fresh one from the link, and today we are analyzing Devin Allen, the undrafted wide receiver from last year, member of the Philadelphia Eagles practice squad, and he had some things to say regarding his speed and how it compares to the rest of the NFL. Let me ask you guys out there, do you ever see a way in Devin Allen making the Eagles roster and maybe becoming something, right? Maybe a deep threat, send him down the seam and throw a deep one every once in a while. Maybe he can just burn everybody on the field. What do you think about that? Let me know down below. But before we get into that, shout out to the sponsor of today's video, BetMGM. Enjoy all your favorite sports like never before at BetMGM. Sign up using code ATOZPA and receive up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. When you register with BetMGM, you'll get instant access to a variety of parlay selection features, live betting options, player props, and daily boosted odds specials. And with BetMGM at your fingertips, every play and every game matter more than ever. Find out why BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Sign up today with bonus code ATOZPA and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. Pennsylvania only. New customer offer. Bonus bets expire 7 days from issuance. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, let's talk about Devin Allen, man, because this article came out a little while ago, and Devin Allen says he is, quote, definitely the fastest player in the NFL, raced Tyreek Hill back in high school. Now, obviously, Devin Allen is getting up there in age. He's 29 years old, so not your typical second-year player. But, I was looking back at his college stats, and, in his first year in college, he actually played almost a full season. He had 14 games played, and he logged almost 700 yards. He had 7 touchdowns. He was an actual productive wide receiver. He was a deep threat. Obviously, going throughout college, right, he's known for, being a track star, and he's fast. And, we'll look at a couple clips here of him recently in the Penn relays. But, this guy's a very interesting type of prospect. Not really your typical wide receiver that you would see. And, after 2017, when he was undrafted, he took some years. He was in the Olympics. And then he comes back and wants to, try to return to football. And, he was at his pro day and put on a show, right? He ran the 40. We have a clip of that here where he actually ran a 4.35. And, he started to really put himself on the map for some of these NFL teams. And the Eagles ended up signing him as an undrafted free agent. But, man, the guy definitely has killer speed. It jumps right off the video. And here was the clip of him recently in the Penn relays, the 110 hurdle, and he actually won. And not only did he win, he actually had the 4th fastest time of the entire year in the U.S. So this guy has some killer speed. Obviously, who knows how it could translate to the NFL on the field. He was a member of the Eagles practice squad last year, but he's out here making some bold statements. So, he talks about DK Metcalf and Tyreek Hill, who have obviously been named as the fastest players in the NFL. But it says Devin Allen, a 2-time Olympic hurdler, fresh off his first season, told TMZ that he is, quote, definitely has the most speed in the league. And he was asked if anybody's faster than him in the NFL. He said, nah, I definitely am. I definitely am. Spent the entire rookie season on the Eagles practice squad, added that Metcalf and Hill, while undeniably fast, belong in a different tier due to their competition off the NFL field. I'm not going to roast those guys because what they have done is impressive. I raced Tyreek Hill when I was in high school, and he smoked me when we were in high school. DK running the 10.3 second in the 100 meter a couple years ago was super impressive for a guy who's 6'4", 225. But I think especially at the top level, top 5, top 10 in the world, there's a big gap in terms of performance. I'm not saying these guys couldn't do it. So Devin Allen's out here talking his stuff. He's talking that talk. Though Allen's speed has yet to translate to the NFL field, he's still waiting his first official snap. He's proven he can hold his own against the world's best on a track. Phoenix native is a 3-time national champ in the 110, and he advanced to both 2016 and 2020 Olympics, as well as the 22 World Athletic Championships. Month before securing a spot on the Eagles practice squad, he posted a 13.04 second finish in the 110-meter hurdles. That's what we just looked at. 4th fastest mark in the world. So this guy has, again, some breakaway speed, but do you think he could ever find a way to end up on the Eagles roster? I think it's tough, given that as of right now, the Eagles wide receiver core is mostly rounded out. I don't ever see him being a, consistent NFL starter or a guy who's going to suit up every week. But hey, it never hurts to have more speed, more talent. And I mean, especially for a guy like Quez Watkins, who obviously is a deep threat, but needs to work on certain things like catching the ball and holding on to it and just, a little bit better route running. But at the end of the day, I mean, Lamadis Zaccheaus and now Devin Allen, right? You never know who is going to show up at training camp in a couple weeks. Because right now, right, everything is dead on the Eagles front. There's nothing really to analyze because there's, nothing that we've heard about. And everybody's anticipating training camp. But there always are a few players that come up to training camp and they just shock everybody. They drop your jaw and you're like, wow, what happened to that guy from last year to this year? This guy obviously has some of the intangibles, but the question is, how would it translate to the football field? So although it's a very good story, although this guy is very intriguing, I don't ever see him making the Eagles roster. Maybe he bounces around a little bit. And again, it does kind of suck that he's almost 30 already, but maybe he gets one opportunity due to an injury or something like that. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out, but it is cool that the Eagles have an Olympic runner on their team. And man, look at that speed. That would be insane. If you just throw him in there week 7, Jalen Hurts floats one down the sideline and he just burns everybody. Oh, that would be amazing, man. But let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think Devin Allen, in any certain situation or circumstance, could ever make the Eagles roster? Do they have a hidden gem right there in front of their face? Give me all your thoughts down below. As always, appreciate everybody tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And with that being said, I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.